authorizing the sale of surplus property. Sheriff, do you have anything you want to say on this before we open the public hearing?
Negative.
So if there's no objection, we'll open the public hearing. No one has signed up. Is there any member of the public wishing to make comment on the proposed resolution authorizing the sale of surplus property? Seeing no one.
Recommend that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
Move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor? Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Apparently the sheriff was confident he was going to get an affirmative vote, because he left. Hearing number 2, proposed resolution amending the 6-year transportation improvement program. Is there anything you want to, staff report you want to mention, Ross?
The only comments that I've got leading up to this as we work session and advertise it was some general public questions on is this the 6-year TIP process? And the answer is yes and no. So for the record, the board will approve the annual transportation improvement program later on this year, the one that's very comprehensive, that we have public meetings to vet and that kind of input. During any other time of the year, if we make modifications that have to switch money around within the transportation improvement project, we need to come before the board because you approved the original one to make these modifications. In this case, it's to make 2 modifications. One is we're splitting the Spruce Railroad Trail into 3 project segments where it was originally listed as 1, and this is just because it better fits our funding sources and the fact that we can't do the bigger project in one step anyway. So that is a modification that needs to come to the board and to the public process, really is what it is. And then as we dial in closer on this McDonald Creek Bridge replacement project, the state had some adjustments in the description that arrives at the state level, because this is partly state federal funded. They wanted to change in the description, and we modified at the same time the project limits by 100 feet on both ends of the existing bridge. So these are all modifications that affect this document. If it affects this document, then the board needs to weigh in on it, and this opens it up to the public process. Beyond that, we can answer questions if you want to, but that's kind of handles what I've heard from the public thus far.
Any questions, Ross? There's no objection, we'll open the public hearing on a proposed resolution amending the 6-year transportation improvement program. Again, nobody signed up. Is there any member of the public wishing to make a comment? Seeing no one.
I'd like to move to approve the proposed resolution amending the 6-year transportation improvement program.
I'd like to second with the friendly amendment that we close the public hearing.
Thank you.
So a motion and a second to close the public hearing and adopt the resolution amending the 6-year transportation improvement program. Any comments, questions?
I'd just like to comment again how tremendously exciting this is, and congratulate you, Rich and Ross, for your creative and challenging work looking for grant funding to supplement these projects. Really excellent job. Thank you.
Same here. Good work, sir.
We will concur with those remarks. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And the third proposed resolution allocating regional surface transportation program funding to transportation agency projects for the funding years 2016 to 2018. That you, Rich?
If I could point out just a couple of changes we had to make. Every year we get tasked with allocating between $900,000 and $1 million of federal surface transportation program projects. This funding can only go to minor collector roads or higher for regional trail type projects or bridges. And so, we contact all the local agencies, that are involved in transportation and get, project requests from them. I just wanted to make you aware that what we initially advertised, I had to change some of the numbers and dates on that. And, I think you've been given that updated version, but, what happened was, that the agencies, gave me a number that included their local match. So I had to take the local match out, roll the numbers back in a couple of cases. So that would have been for the city of Sequim, originally it was advertised at 200,000, and bring it down to 173,000. For the city of Forks, we were showing the PE occurring in 2018, and that's actually occurring this year. And then, city of Fort Angeles, Marine Drive Channel Bridge was, advertised at 650, and it's actually 510. So those are the only changes, and, we protect those updated numbers.
Any questions, Rich?
Actually, are you talking about the Bobashio Way Ridge City Forks that said 218? It didn't get changed to 216 on the resolution. So we would need to make that change if that's true. No, it's the date. Oh, he said the PE was, 2018, and we needed to change it to 2016. And that one got missed in the amendment.
Does the commissioner show?
Ours says 2016.
Oh, okay, well, one I've got says 2018.
I think there's two of them.
One I think that's 2018 as well.
The 30,000 is the bottom, but there's one in the middle that says PE 2016.
It does, but it always said 2016 on my sheet. So was that the one?
Yeah, I think just in the advertisement.
Oh, okay, so the bottom one still stays 2018 then?
Yes.
Okay, my mistake.
If I could make a comment for the record, just so that the public understands a little bit more of the public project. First of all, the regional transportation money that comes in, you can see all the different agencies that are eligible. Cities and transit are pretty much it. PVs, even though they seem to be governmental agencies, they're not transportation agencies. So it's not just government, it's ones with transportation. So there's quite a list of them. The county is kind of the lead agency on this. The state expects the county to coordinate the dispersion of this money. That's where part of Rich's job as transportation manager is to work with these agencies to get the money dispersed as they need it. The third item is this has a burden attached to it in that if for some reason by any, you know how changes happen, if one of these agencies cannot maybe make it, they're intending to do a project this year or intending to do it next year and it doesn't happen, we have to figure out what to do with the money. It stays within the organization or it gets used in the organization or the state takes it back. And so we've scrambled a lot of times as a county, and normally we have enough shovel-ready things to do or projects that are suitable for this money, that we can take that money and say, okay, well, if you can't use it, we're not gonna give it back to the state. We'll go stick it in this project, and then next year, whenever you're ready, you'll get the next allocation of money. So Rich does, I commend him for doing a lot of juggling, because sometimes it's at the last minute, use it or lose it comes up that we gotta go, we gotta stick it into a project someplace. We've always been able to do that, so I really appreciate him keeping an eye out, but that's kind of how this money is handled.
And that actually happened this year, you know, where we, other agencies had plans to construct projects this year, and because of one reason or another, they didn't get the right of way, or they didn't get utilities moved, they weren't able to do it this year. And that allowed us to program, $700,000 into the Spruce Road Trail projects, which are underway. So having shovel-ready projects, like Ross said, is very important and allows us to use our required allocation. We have to spend that money every year, under the new state and federal requirements. So, we just want to make sure that if local agencies are getting money, they're spending money. So, It makes it kind of complicated because we have to have projects that are ready and they have to be certain size projects. And sometimes we have to tell an agency, you need to wait till next year to do your project because this year's allocation has been spent, so. Anyway.
Any other questions? Board's wishes?
Move to close the public hearing.
Second?
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Move to approve resolution?
Second.
Moved and seconded to adopt the resolution. Any further comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.